Welcome back to my channel, family. It is your girl, Shea Daladon. You could call me Shea, you could call me Daladon. Please remember, here on this channel, mutual respect goes a long way. Family, I am super excited, as well as super nervous, okay? We are going to be doing a pick a card reading. It is my first time. I will be using my tarot deck publicly for the first time. Normally, I use my deck for friends and family. Along with my tarot deck, I will also be using my Shamanic Healing Oracle cards deck. All right? So please, child, please be gentle. Please leave a nice comment for me, especially because, like I said, I'm nervous. I'm excited, and I'm very thrilled to keep growing in this direction. Now, I am a psychic medium, so most of these messages in the piles, we will be starting off with intuitive messages that I picked up for each pile. And then we will be getting into the cards. About 5 years ago, I was called to teach. And when Spirit said that to me, I was like, so what you mean? You want me to go back to school and become a teacher? Little did I realize that I would be using my gifts to help heal the family. All right, so now I have been called to go public. This was the year Spirit did warn me that you will go public with your gifts. And again, that's why I said I'm nervous. I'm excited. I am just on this whole new journey. And I'm working with the most incredible spirits that I walk with. My guardian angels, my ancestors, my loved ones that have transitioned. I'm so thrilled, so happy, and I really want to make sure that I am helping others as well to heal, because I am a healer. Now, regarding the piles, we will be getting into pile 1, which you can see on the image. It is kind of like this, chalk on ground. Kind of reminds me of hopscotch, but at the same time, it also kind of reminds me of Sudoku. So like play-like energy, some fun activities. You could also see on this image that we got some pebbles. I don't know if everybody else has done it, but as a kid, I would collect a lot of rocks, and funny enough, as an adult, I didn't even know collecting rocks was still going to be a thing, right? So I still collect rocks, right? You got clear crystal quartz, and you got all types of stones like the amethyst and the smoky quartz, and this is a part of all types of collections, which is really awesome. So it's kind of in you once you were a child, you know what I'm saying? Pile number 2, you have this magical broom, okay? So for me, this is kind of nostalgic as well, because as a kid, we didn't get to really celebrate Halloween in the home that I grew up with. However, because I did want to blend in with friends and family, I would always ask at least for like a witch's hat so I can go and collect my candy, and I didn't feel left out. So thanks, Mom. Pile 3, we have this bathroom organized caddy. So you can see that there's some like white towels in there. We got some beauty products organized neatly in this caddy. Maybe you need to go clean up your bathroom, okay? Maybe you need to get it a little bit organized. Maybe you've been working on your beauty products. Whatever it is, and whichever pile that you are drawn to, please feel free to choose that pile. If you do feel drawn to choose more than one pile, you are more than welcome to. If you want to listen to all the piles, it is greatly appreciated. It really is, okay? And you can listen to them in whichever order that you like. I hope you are super comfortable, relaxed. You could be traveling right now. You could be just at home kicking it right now. And I'm glad that you decided to tune into me. I really appreciate this. So, with that being said, please make sure you hit like, hit subscribe, so I could do more of these pick a card pile readings if that's what you like. And you could share this with anybody that you feel called to share this with. All right. Keep in mind the messages could be about your past, your present, and your future. It does not need to be about right now. It could be right now, but it could be also at another period in your life, something that you've recently just gotten over with, maybe that you might be stepping into. Apply it where it fits in your life. Don't force it. Don't force it now. But you can apply it where you see fit, because remember, you the boss. All right. Hey, boss, what's up? Okay. The timestamps are in the description, so if you do want to just jump ahead to the pile you choose, feel free to do that as well. And I will see you in your pile. Hey, pile one, welcome to your selection. So let's start with the channel messages that I got first, okay? So some of you guys need to be sorting yourselves out. So could be like your language. Maybe the language that you're using doesn't really vibrate the way you're feeling. So Spirit does want you to work on the language that you use. You could also be sorting yourself on your daily activities, such as hobbies. Okay, so maybe you're that type of person that likes to do puzzles. I did pick up a Sudoku puzzle, so maybe that's something that you really enjoy. Maybe you're a numbers person. Crosswords could be another. I did pick up on some that like to do outdoor activities. Okay, so I did see like someone running, parks. Okay, could be a theme for you, going to theme parks. Swings, if you have young children. I did see young children in this message, as well as, maybe some of you are a little bit mischievous, so you do need a hobby to keep you out of mischievous activities, okay? Or if you have little ones and they are too much in the house, you need to get them outside, child. You need to get them outside before they tear up your house, okay? All right. Other messages that I picked up as well as was music. Okay, maybe you have a hobby of music. Maybe you should start making music. That is also really fun. That is one of my hobbies that I love to do. I love to make music. And overall, plan to have fun with family and friends. Okay, so those were the channel messages that I got for pile one. And I'm going to go ahead and shuffle my tarot deck and see what the cards have to say. Spirit guides, please tap me into pile one, please, and thank you for their messages. Spirit guides, what do we have for pile one? Not that a card came out yet, but just piggybacking off of the language that I saw that some people need to organize themselves with. You have to be careful what you're speaking into existence. This is definitely a message for someone. The way we speak about ourselves and our lives are to manifest, right? So it's like creation. When they say like, let there be light, and then there was the sun, everything was illuminated, okay? So if you are not aware of how you're speaking, just be attentive that language plays a big role on how things pan out in our lives, okay? That's what I'm picking up right now. Yeah, wow. Too many cards, Spirit. I'm going to put them back in, and if they come back out again, why not? And if you're wondering what card did flip out, the first card that flipped out was the Fool, but again, it was too many cards. There was like 5 cards in my hand, so I put that back in. And right now we got the 10 of Pentacles. Okay, so yeah, that's awesome. Whatever you're planning, okay, you're speaking highly of your plans. And because you're speaking highly of your plans, they're most likely to come into fruition, okay? I did get that card in another pile as well, and I believe it was pile 2. There's 2 dogs here on this pile, so maybe you need to check out pile 2 if you feel led to that pile as well. I'm smelling something minty. And it's not, I do burn incense while I'm channeling, but my incense is not like a minty incense. It's usually like when I burn a minty incense, it's usually like eucalyptus, but I'm burning an incense called the Star, right? So you are the Star. And we got a Page of Cups, okay? So someone might be given an offer, okay? And it's temporary offer. There's a fish in this cup. So for me, fish is usually, that's my sign, okay? So this offer might be very emotional for you. Like you may not know what to do with it, okay? There's a lot of water. So yeah, this is Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. It's a page, so it's not going to last long. So sometimes too, when the offer presents itself, we have to remember to jump on it if this is something that we've been manifesting and really wanting to tap into, okay? I'll give you an example. There was a time where I wanted to see a really big artist, okay? And this artist, I even said to my brother, I said, listen, this artist, I'm going to go to their performance. I'm going to see them. Mind you, I had no idea how I was going to do it, but I spoke it into the air that I wanted to go to this concert. I wanted to see this artist live, and I wanted to be under their nose. That is what I manifested to myself. And I kid you not, the opportunity came. And it came through a way that I had no idea it was going to come. And it came with my favorite person in the world. One of my best friends, right? The best friend that I have. And when I was like, oh my God, like I haven't heard from you in like a long time. It's like been months, almost years too, that I haven't heard from my best friend. Cause you do have those type of friends where you may lose touch for a bit because life just starts hitting you, but then you get reconnected and you guys pick up where you left off. This is my best friend, right? So we got disconnected for a bit, but when we got reconnected, she literally said to me, I have tickets to the concert. And she said to herself that you're the only person I would go with. And I was floored. I was so floored because I spoke it into existence. The problem that I just didn't act on it. I really didn't, because something negative, low vibrational happened to me. And I basically threw that opportunity out the window. So if you have an opportunity presenting itself to you, you're very lucky, very abundant, jump on this offer because it will work in your favor, okay? You have the 10 of Cups. So whatever you're looking to achieve and the offer presents itself, jump on the offer. Do not stagnate. That's absolutely beautiful. Okay, let's see what else the Spirit have to say. I love that for you. And sometimes the moment only presents itself one time. So be careful not to miss your opportunities. When you are manifesting, you have to act on it immediately if you want it to work out for you. And I also recently I did the same mistake because I forgot. I'm human, okay? I'm not perfect, but I'm human. And I'm perfectly human. Perfectly human. Put it like that. I had money to take a trip somewhere, and I said, okay, I'm going to plan it. The money presented itself, but I ended up using the money on something else. And I said, when I get another paycheck, I will use that money for that. Unfortunately, the other paycheck did not come. And that's why that opportunity ended up turning into a page. But I will get that opportunity back because I'm claiming it. I will claim it. I'm not going to miss it again. I'm not going to make the same mistakes again. All right. And we do need these reminders. Okay. So if the opportunity is presenting yourself to you, please jump on it. I see that you have the 10 of Pentacles, so it's going to work out for you. You're going to get the money for you to achieve this, okay? Because you spoke it into existence. Woo! I have 2 cards that just decided to fly across the room. Okay, I'm back, guys. All right. So I got the Lovers, okay? So maybe this offer is going to come from someone that admires you a lot, okay? And they're going to say, hey, I want to do this with you, you know. And if you feel called to, not every time you have to jump on an offer, especially when it comes from a lover. And it doesn't have to be a romantic lover either. It could be someone that just loves you and adores you and feels like you deserve it, right? And you got the Hangman, okay? So maybe this is something that you've been like, you may spend time thinking about it, like should I not? Maybe this is something that you've already got the offer, and the offer is just sitting in your head like, do I? Should I? There's did confirmation. But again, Spirit says, like, when that manifestation comes in, you should be acting on it. Why not? Okay. This is how we get to enjoy ourselves. Okay. So get out of your head, surrender. Okay. Enjoy the suspense, things that may be coming. Put them, maybe, switch perspectives. Okay. Switch perspectives on it, okay? And if you feel like there's something that you're gonna have to like let go or sacrifice, or maybe you already let go and sacrificed, that's why your 10 of Cups is coming in, because you already did the work and you are definitely deserving, okay? So don't spend too much time thinking, darling, especially if the opportunity is already here for you. That is absolutely beautiful. If you spend too much time in your head and we don't come out of it, we won't be able to enjoy what we manifest. And we are great manifestors, but I find too, as humans, we are also great. We greatly limit ourselves, okay? And you have to remember your mantras. One of my mantras that I will share with you is, I am a limitless being, and I am in full control. So you are limitless. You do not need to think that you are not deserving. You do not need to think about not having what you need, because you are also in control of what you allow yourself to have. Okay, so get out of your head, okay? Because when the moments are presenting itself, you should jump on it, okay? Maybe you're wearing red right now, okay? Maybe that's your favorite color. I'm picking up red a lot. Okay. And yeah, maybe this is a divine masculine or a divine feminine that wants to give you this offer. Okay. All right. My cards are just flying all over the place. So this is like maybe something strong, okay, for somebody. The card that's flipped out is Knight of Pentacles, as well as the 9 of Wands. So yeah, there's a dark horse here. Dark horse that it's just so powerful, coming in powerfully, okay? I'm just gonna sit with these cards and meditate for a minute. So what I'm picking up from these cards is that you've been working on your manifestation. It's something that you really wanted to like have come in, and you've been busting your head for it. Like that's the proper way to explain it. You've been busting your head to get what this is. And you're really hoping for it to come in and work out, and the opportunity will come. You've been so persistent. Yeah. You've been so persistent. You were not letting nothing tell you that you are not entitled or you're not allowed to have this. You've probably been getting attacked in all types of ways. And yet here you are, you're still standing, you're still going. And even when you hear something like it's not gonna work out for you, you quickly switch it up. Like anything that has been telling you like this is not working out for you, you're like, it's gonna work. Like you've been busting your head for it. It's like you said to yourself, I didn't come this far just for it to just be like, no, it's not happening, right? No, you forced this in a way. You busted your head and you went in there all armored up and all strong and said nothing. I don't care what is attacking me. I am going to charge in on my knight, my black stallion, right? Your knight in shining armor is going to get you where you're going to go. And that could be yourself. All right, so I'm going to tap into my Shaman Healing Oracle cards, okay? We're done with the tarot cards for now. We're going to get into the shaman. All right, let's see what the shaman cards have to say for us so we can heal together. Tapping into pile one, please, Spirit. What is the shaman card saying for my pile one? All right, okay. These cards are just flying all over the place. Pile one, you have very strong energy. They just fly across the room. All right. So we have 17 in our Shaman Oracle card. It says feminine energy. So you may be using your feminine energy to manifest. Maybe you're looking good. Maybe you're doing a lot of um, beauty practices, okay? To, create your attraction. You've been practicing a lot of your, you know, beauty spells, maybe if you do beauty spells, and it's working. There's a lot of purple too, so maybe you wear purple a lot. Maybe that's your favorite color. You have strong intuition. That's also a part of feminine energy. We use our womb a lot. Yeah. And feminine like intuition, that usually just like it's like when you know. Like nothing can really tell us anything else. Like we trust our gut. So like, yeah, picking back off what I just said a minute ago, it's like no matter what is coming up against you, you're like, no, I'm gonna get what I am striving for, right? So you might have like, new ideas. You might be inspired a lot. It's really nice. You could be also healing your feminine energy. Maybe you've been dressing very um Like you ain't somebody and you somebody. You got to dress up like you somebody. Like even me personally in the wintertime, I may not be wearing as much makeup, but then I'm like, no, let me act like I belong in a room. And also because too, like I shaved off all my locks, right? I had locks down to my, backside, and spirit guided me that it was time for it to cut and take off that energy that my locks were holding. And it just amplified my beauty. It really did. So that could be something that you are working with, your feminine energy. Woo! I swear to you, three cards just flipped out to my eyebrows. One is on my shoulder, one is in the middle of my hand. Let's grab the one off my shoulder first. Okay, so the one on my shoulder is masculine energy. That is crazy. Okay, so you could be balancing both your feminine and your masculine energy. That's beautiful. And then we also have truth, okay, and ancient wisdom. Okay, so wow, all those cards, one shot. So let me spend time on these cards. So you could be very assertive. Like again, it's like you're very dominant right now. You know what you want. Nothing can trick you. You are living your truth, okay? You know what you know. You carry a lot of ancient wisdom. That's another card that we have here. So you could be working with a lot of your ancestors, a lot with your guides right now because they are definitely telling you like and showing you like no you got this type of flex. Yeah, you got this. You are definitely in your truth. And that's why your manifestations are also going to come in, which is very beautiful. Wow. They all came out one shot. Like, and it's like Spirit was like, you will take all of these cards. That's beautiful. All right. Can we get one more card, Spirit, please? And thank you. One more card. One more card for pile one, please, Spirit. Please and thank you. One more card for pile one. Oop. All right. So now we also have duality. So yeah, you are definitely balancing your energy. So you again, I actually had this card in another pile and it's about like balancing your dark and your light energy, right? Like basking, basking in your feminine and your masculine energy, I guess, like basking. But it's balancing your all everything that is a part of your truth, okay? And that is absolutely beautiful. Like this is a really good spread. You're going to get what you get because you didn't give up. You manifested, you worked on it even when it was giving you such a headache. It was making you feel like, ugh, nope, I'm going to keep going in. I'm going to stay in this battle because I'm going to be coming out victorious. Maybe you're spending a lot of time in your head thinking, what should I be like doing something else? But you are very consistent, okay? And again, you have the lovers here. So, the more you spend time loving yourself and loving your family, you're definitely going to be seeing the rewards of what you're doing, okay? So, again, this is all about sorting yourselves out. This is absolutely beautiful, okay? You get to spend time with your family, you get to spend time with yourself, doing the things that you like, doing the things that you love, and you don't have to be worried about it. Don't spend time in your head thinking like, am I doing the right thing? You are doing the right thing because it is your truth. This is what the spread is telling me. You are doing the right thing because it's absolutely your truth. Once you are living in your truth, everything comes into alignment. I actually had this call the other day with a friend of mine, where he invited me to his upcoming art gallery, which was absolutely so exciting. I was so excited. I was so happy for my friend because he's living his truth. Like, he's an artist, right? And just like myself, I'm an artist, I'm a shaman, and we have to live in our truth. That's how we draw in everything that is going to work out for us, because we are in our truth. Okay, that's just how it has to be. So it's like, spend time with your inner self. Like, there's children on this card too with the 10 of Pentacles. So maybe you're going back to your childlike energy, where you're healing your inner child. That was a message I had in another pile. So maybe you do need to check out another pile that you're drawn to, and maybe that message is in there for you. And go about your hobbies, and stop missing your opportunities. Right, when the opportunities present itself, you just got to jump in on it, because that's what, they won't be there for long. They won't be there for long. Okay, it's a page, and and when you look at a book, a page will always turn. So why not fill in the pages of what your desires are on that particular page before the page turns over, and then you're in a different chapter of your life, and you're going to be in those energies of woulda, coulda, shouldas, right? You don't want to miss living your daily activities. So if that's what you're doing right now, and that's what you are called to do, congratulations. You are definitely living in your truth, balancing your energies, feminine, masculine. You are using a lot of your wisdom, knowing what you know, wanting what you want, and getting to the next level that is a part of your highest good. So I love this spread for you, Pile One. This is absolutely beautiful. Keep loving on yourself. Keep filling in those, desires, your manifestations, because the reward is definitely closer than you think. It's absolutely closer than you think, because that was the first card that came out, your 10 of Pentacles. So the reward is right there. You are so, so close. So don't give up if you feel like, man, if is this really working for me? It is. It absolutely is. It's working out for you. It's going to be better than you can possibly imagine. Okay. So, Pile One, thank you for joining. I am going to close out your readings, and then we're going to go ahead and jump into Pile Two. Thank you so much. All right, thank you, Spirit Guides. We are now going to move with Pile 2. Please tap me in with Pile 2. I'll be using a regular tarot deck for clarity. I've already received these messages channeled. These are all channeled messages. This morning, I saw a bed to be organized. So maybe that's what you're called to do. These messages are to help with the highest good of the collective, the family. All right, Spirit Guides, please tap me in messages that will help the collective, the family. In Pile 2, I saw someone's bed being organized. Okay, so maybe you need to spread your bed. Air it out and then spread it. Okay. I also saw in this message that someone needs to organize under the bed. Okay. Yes, under the bed as well. Okay, I just had the 5 of Pentacles step out. Okay. So, maybe you've been sick in bed. You've been sick in bed lately. I see a lot of sheets. Okay, so maybe you're looking to purchase new sheets. Yeah. So Spirit says organize that. Purchase new sheets if that's what you feel led to do. If you've been sick in bed, I do see someone that has leg problems. Okay. Not feeling well. You possibly have a headache as well, as my head is feeling very swollen right now for some strange reason. That could be the clairsentient gift as well. Head is full. Maybe you are thinking so much about different things, different situations. Okay, but organize your bed and then relax in it. Okay, I see someone had black sheets, dark colored sheets, right? Yeah, someone's thinking of getting maybe more brown blankets, stuff like that. But I also saw when I was channeling this message for Pile 2, I saw there's some stuff under your bed, something that you're missing. You may have found it under your bed. Maybe you will find it under your bed. A couple devices, specifically electronics, okay? Maybe every morning you wake up and you'll find that your alarm, you have like this really funky, cool alarm that's under the bed. Maybe it's your phone. Maybe it's like, it kind of reminded me of actually a MP3 player, if I'm telling on my age. Maybe not everybody knows what an MP3 player is, but look it up. But this was like a really cool MP3 player. It was kind of like, it had all the things that it can do, right? So not only was it able to play music, it was able to also sound off the alarm. It had a huge clock on it. It also had like features where it could connect to your phone. So it was really, really cool. And you know, there's so many devices out here nowadays. So we gotta find a device that fits our lifestyle, that makes our life easier, right? That's how it works. All right. So let's see any more messages for Pile 2. I'm getting that somebody will be traveling, okay? Maybe Airbnb. That's probably why I also saw a bed. Okay. You had suitcases under the bed. So someone needs to start packing. You're traveling soon, okay? Maybe you might be going to an event that you don't really want to go, but you dragging yourself along. Or you could be going to a place that you've been before as well. You've been to this place before. And yeah, so you'll be getting to that place again for different reasons this time, but you'll be packing. At the same time, I also did see someone packing. Maybe you have to pack your toiletries, so that's just a nice reminder. Pack up your toiletries properly. Bathroom organizers really help. Maybe even if you're not traveling and you need to get a bathroom organizer, that might help as well. All right. Any other messages for Pile 2, Spirit? Any other messages for Pile 2? Oh yeah, so I also see like there was child clothes under a bed, so maybe you need to organize your children's clothes if you have any children. Okay, so I did see some costumes, like old costumes that maybe it doesn't fit your kid anymore, or maybe like it was giving me like daycare themes, like toy bins and stuff like that need to be organized as well, maybe in your child's room. It was very vibrant colors. Someone here has a mischievous little one, you know. Definitely likes to be adventurous, you know. That's how children explore. That's how children like to find themselves and the things that they like and who they are. But there are things that our children outgrow, and we have to be the ones to go in and gently remove it so that they can keep growing and not stay stagnant, okay? Wow, I just got the Wheel of Fortune. Wow, okay. So things are looking in your favor, definitely. The Wheel of Fortune is such an amazing card. Wow. Yeah, so things are going to be going in your favor, completely in your favor. Wow, and I did get that channel message earlier that, you know, things will be the travels are going to be in your favor. So if you are planning to go anywhere with kids, it's going to work out, you know, even if like you're like, oh my goodness, I have a big family, you know, maybe you have to stay in an Airbnb, maybe we have to stay in a hotel. What is the bathroom organization gonna look like? It is going to be fine. It is going to be fine as long as, you know, you use your bathroom and then you clean up after yourself. Organization is key. So planning it out is definitely going to help. Okay, I see some books here that are like, if you just stay organized, yeah, like write down what you need to write, like an itinerary. That's what I'm picking up, an itinerary, and it's going to be absolutely fine. All right, I also have the strength card. So this is an arcana number 7. Sorry, not 7, 8. So, you know, strength, be strong in your endeavors. Things are going to work out, right? You don't have nothing to worry about, nothing to fear. Sometimes travel can make people nervous. So, you know, which reminds me, actually, I do have a friend. He does not enjoy flying at all. It makes him a little bit nervous. And, you know, sometimes we just have to encourage each other to be more adventurous. So maybe this is something that you battle with. So Spirit is telling you to have strength in your endeavors, okay? You're going to come out stronger than ever. And the more you travel, the more you get used to it. And I'm so proud of my friend for that. You know, he does not like getting on airplanes, and he got on the airplane. You know, he called me up. He said he wasn't feeling comfortable. So, you know, we prayed together. I said, you know, may God give you strength. May the universe guide you, protect you, your angels, whoever you work with, and it will come out. I just got the Empress card as well. All right. So this could be someone just who's going, she got a lot of stars on her head. Oh my goodness. Like, she knows what she's talking about, right? So maybe... And that's what I was doing for my friend, right? I was the Empress for him. So maybe you are the Empress for someone else that you're going to be encouraging. You know, the Empress, she's divinely guided. She knows exactly where she's going to be. And maybe that's how your trip is going to make you feel, like everything was perfectly aligned for you. Yeah, this actually, this feels so good. This pile, this selection, the cards that came out, they feel so awesome right now, okay? So once again, we have the 5 of Pentacles, we have the Wheel of Fortune, we have the Strength, and we have the Empress, okay? That's number 3, the Empress. And yeah, it's just like, maybe you're going to just feel like this trip was made for you while you're going on it, on your travels, your journey, okay? And you're just going to feel so relaxed. Maybe that's why I was picking up bed. Like, everything's just, like, it was just, that bed was made for you. You made your bed and lay in it, right? Like, that is beautiful. That is beautiful. Let's see if Spirit has one more card. We're going to do 5 cards. And then we're going to go in with the Shaman Healing deck. I am a shaman. I'm a healer. And we're here to do messages to help. Help if you have nervous travel. Like, you know, you get nervous traveling and things like that. We're going to make sure that you are okay. If you have to organize yourselves and you're a little bit nervous, Spirit's basically showing me that everything is going to work out for you so well. So don't be nervous. Don't be panicking. Pack up your suitcases or get rid of things that you don't need. Bring your proper devices. You know, I was picking up like machines, right? So maybe if you have sleep apnea and you walk with a machine, don't forget your machines. You know, that also works. My dad uses a sleep apnea machine to help him sleep, help him be comfortable. And why not be comfortable in life, right? We all deserve comfort. So that's where the bed came in. Okay, that makes so much sense. That's where the bed came in. The comfort that you're going to have is so beautiful. You know, I love that for you guys. Okay, Spirit, do we have any other messages? We got one more message here. It just flew out. We got the King of Swords. Okay. Butterfly. There's a butterfly here on this card. So yeah, so someone here is definitely going through a transformation. Okay. And So sometimes transformations can be a little rough, which is understandable. So maybe if you're not traveling, you're going to have a change in your relationship. So maybe you're moving out, maybe you have to find a new place where you're going to rest your head at night, and that's perfectly fine too. I do see some two couples in this card. Wow, I never saw that before. So yeah, so maybe there's a change in your relationship, maybe you're not really necessarily happy about it right now, but that's going to be fine because it's going to work in your favor at the end of the day. So sometimes we do need to cut ties with things that no longer serve us, and that's how we grow, okay? It's really important for us to consistently and continuously keep growing, okay? All right, so that's 5. That's my number 5. I love that number. I also enjoy other numbers too, but 5 definitely stands out to me. All right, so we're going to get this shaman deck. Okay, so I have the shamanic healing oracle card. That's what we're using today. And we're going to see what the messages are behind the oracle cards today are. And we're here with pile 2. Okay, so pile 2, this is your message. And again, thank you, my spirit guides. Thank you, angels, for helping me tap into pile 2. It's absolutely amazing that we get to heal together. We get to go forward together, okay? So let's see what the oracle is saying today. Messages for pile 2 spirit, please and thank you, with the oracle. Messages for pile 2. Messages for pile 2, please, spirit. Messages for pile 2. Messages for pile 2, spirit, please and thank you. Messages for pile 2. right, so the first card that we got for pile 2 from our Shaman Oracle deck is 18. And the card literally says, it's all good. It's all good, pile 2. So this is absolutely beautiful. You could be seeing a lot of purple, okay? That's the color that's standing out to me right now. You could wear a lot of soft pink. You know, maybe you're in a self-healing phase, okay? There's also like this turquoise color, you know, that bluish green. Okay, so that might be one of your favorite colors. And there is a bit of white and brown, so you might be grounding a lot as well. And it says, again, it's 18, it's all good. So that's amazing for you. All right. So if you are spending a lot of time in bed, you know, don't worry about it. Spirit says it's all good. You are in the middle of healing and you are still going to get where you're going. So this is beautiful. What a wonderful message. I really like this pile. I really like this pile. It has such a nice warm feeling to it. It has like, if you've been stressed or been worried, right? It just gives like such a soothing feeling that everything's going to work out better than you even anticipated. Okay. So you might be in a planning phase where you want things to work out in a certain way. And Spirit is saying that it's all good. It is all good. So whatever you're planning for, it is going to work out. Ooh. All right. And the next card that we have, it is use discernment. Okay. So that is also very important, especially when we're planning. You know, so many times people can interject and intervene and we may be like, okay, yeah, sure. Because, you know, so many people wants to give us advice, like they're professionals in our lives, but use discernment, Spirit says, okay? Because you are growing, you are heading in a direction, you are going to be, you know, moving in a fortunate way, right? Because the wheel is definitely in your favor. So just use discernment, okay? There's nothing wrong with just using your head. Absolutely beautiful. Any more messages for pile 2, Spirit? Please and thank you. Messages for pile 2. Yeah, so we got the healing energy. So this is actually 20, okay, healing energy, and there's a palm, right? So maybe you're a healer, okay, and maybe you're just recharging yourself right now so you can gain more strength, right? So, and then there's a lot of purple in this card too that I see. I'm catching the purple vibe a lot. And so you are probably, again, it's purple and brown on this card. So you're probably grounding a lot, you know, so that you're healing yourself, because even the healer needs to be healed, right? That's how it works for some of us. I'm a healer. I need to be healed sometimes. I need to be able to talk to my friends and say, you know what, I need someone to talk to, right? So maybe that's the position that you're in. So that's why we come here, find some healing messages for our highest good. And you carry a lot of healing energy. That's what I'm picking up. You carry a lot of healing energy, and that's beautiful. That's absolutely amazing. That's why you probably draw a lot of people to you, just random people down the street. So I'm laughing because like the other day I went to the store, and when I went to the store, this gentleman, you know, was asking if I had some extra change. And while he was asking me, he mentioned, like, I said to him, like, you know, I didn't really have any other change except for like the bottle that I had that I exchanged for 10 cents. And I asked him if he wanted the 10 cents. And he's like, yeah, you know, I'm begging. And I'm like, you're not begging. You are asking politely. And then the way his face lit up, and he had a friend beside him who was also looking for change. He said, ooh, I like that. He said, you ain't begging. You asking politely. Like, and he's like, that made me feel so good, you know. So, and I'm like, yeah, because you're human, right? Like, I'm here to make sure that you are remembering that you are human. You know, not everybody is like born with a silver spoon. And the way I thought of it when he said that as well is like, you're somebody's little boy, right? It was a young man I was talking to. So I'm like, you're someone's little boy, and I'm pretty sure like your mama wants you to be good no matter where they are, if they're here in this world or if they transitioned into another world, right? But yeah, so you carry a lot of healing energy. You track a lot of people that want to be healed. So that's amazing. So you also, and as you are definitely giving out your strength, you got to be receiving back that strength as well. So you could, that's why, again, you could have been resting a lot lately, and that's perfectly fine. Okay. All right, Spirit, any other messages? Maybe 2 more cards, please. Two more cards for my pile 2, please, Spirit. Please and thank you. You might have the golden touch. I'm smelling something. I think my kids are cooking, and it just smells so good. So maybe you're a good cook. Maybe you know how to whoop it up. You know they say like you put your foot in it. You got that hand. You got that heavy hand. The sauce. You got the sauce, baby. You got the sauce. Awesome. All right, so another card that we just got from Spirit is Omens, okay? So there's a bird on this card. It's 31 Omen. I'm not sure what this bird is. It looks like a eagle, I want to say. But also on this card, you have like the moon, a crescent moon, as well as the sun, okay? So there's day and night. So omen, you have good omens around you. That's awesome. Like you keep soaring. Maybe you've been practicing certain divinations, prayer, burning candles, smoke rituals, playing with fire, or just using air, which is your voice, of course, your throat chakra, and you're using it day and night to just get where you need to be, and you have good omens, right? That's absolutely beautiful. I'm just going to see what else could this card tell you. I'm going to just verify. You're playing large. That's what's standing out to me. That's awesome. Playing large. That's your core strategy right now. So you're going big. Wow. No wonder there's an eagle. An eagle is so huge, right? It could be soaring in the air at how much feet high, and you would still see it like if it was right in front of your face, because that's just how big an eagle is. Okay, and they move quick, so that's awesome. All right, one more card, Spirit. Please and thank you. One more card for pile 2. Wow, Spirit threw out 2 more cards. Let me see. They landed on the floor. 1 second. Okay. So you got pile 2, you got 2, you got a bonus. A bonus. Okay. Wow, my phone just went crazy off. I've never heard my phone make that sound before. So, and it's not an accident. Everything's in alignment, right? So we got 44, which is your home, right? So that's what I did say. And it's over the King of Swords, okay? So that was the last tarot card that I pulled out. It says 44, so I did say you may be changing homes, okay? But your angels are with you. There are feathers on this deck, and for me, feathers confirmation. Feathers do represent angels that are walking with me, guiding me. I never walk alone. You never walk alone. We always have someone that is with us in every way, okay? Maybe you're home right now. I did get the 10, which is a burden card. So maybe you're feeling burdened at this time about what's happening in your home. But Spirit just wants you to be reassured, not to worry, you know, even if your bed is changing or you're traveling, temporary, taking a break from what you know what home is to be, and you're feeling weighed down and burdened, things will get better, because on the home, it does have the sun rising again, okay? So maybe, and there is a maze on this card, so maybe you've been going in circles for a bit, feeling a little bit lost, but you will find your way home, okay? So that's for pile 2. Thank you for joining, and if you did choose another pile, I'll see you in your next pile selection. So if you chose this pile, I do have some pre-channel messages for you that I received, and we're going to use the tarot deck as well as my shaman healing oracle deck to just confirm these messages. So the channel messages that I got was that there's some type of trip that's going to be taking place. I did see somebody packing their suitcases, and actually, I saw this before in my life, right? I had a family member who do this. I saw a huge suitcase, and within the huge suitcase, there was a smaller suitcase, right? So that way, it's like when you do travel and you want to bring extra stuff back home, you have now 2 suitcases. So that's maybe something that someone's planning to do, but the suitcase in the suitcase. I did see some other devices as well. Like you want to organize your devices so you could bring with you. So that way, if someone's asking you to bring some stuff, mind you, be careful when you're traveling to carrying other people's things for them, especially as a young adult. Sometimes people do get in trouble for taking, things that their friends ask for them to hold, and they end up in trouble because they don't know what else is in whatever they're holding, or where that thing came from, or maybe it's, something illegal going into a certain country. So you want to be mindful of that as well. And what else did I see? Yeah, I saw basically towels, okay? So maybe you're going to some type of beach or resort, okay? So I'm going to ask my spirit guides to tap me into pile 3, please and thank you. Please tap me into pile 3, spirit guides. Channel messages for those that are going to be on the road. And I know you guys can't see what I'm doing, but I am shuffling my tarot deck, as well as I burn I burn an incense while I am channeling. This kind of just helps me stay relaxed and meditate and use my gifts while I'm tapping in. And I was led to burn road opener, okay? So we're going to make sure that the roads are clear for you. We want to make sure that you are having safe travels and all the things that you want to do. Okay. So, and again, just be careful. I picked up that somebody may be going to meet another family. So maybe you're going to meet your spouse's family. First, I'm picking that up right now. You may be connecting with some in-laws or in-laws to be if you are planning to get married, things like that. Or maybe this is a future spouse and you're just not aware. That would be cool, right? Like your friend invites you somewhere and says, hey, come over, I'm having a family function. And next thing you know, it leads you to a whole agenda. Okay, so I do have my first card flipped over. It is the 10 of Pentacles. Exactly. Wow. And yeah, like there's a whole family. There's, meeting, engaging. There's some couple dogs, some children. So maybe you have children, or you're going to meet somebody with children, things like that. Wow. Yeah. On your travels. That's awesome. Okay. So that was the first card that pulled out, and you're going to have elders there. There's an older person on this card. Can't really see their face, but they have like long silver hair. So somebody that's going to be very wise, you're probably going to run into. This is awesome. 10 of Pentacles. So this could be someone that is connected to wealth as well. Like maybe this is a business trip that you probably will take if you're not traveling for, you know, romantic reasons. Maybe you're traveling for for professional reasons, like a business trip. And this business trip is going to work out very, very well for you. That's what I'm picking up. Yeah, and you're still going to end up meeting, you know, different people. Then you're going to walk into different venues. I'm seeing a lot of buildings in this card. So, yeah, it's going to work out super well for you. Congratulations in advance. Yeah, that's exciting. It's going to be very fruitful, this trip. So, if you are plan to pack up those suitcases, travel well. All right, and I just got another card. This is the 5 of Cups, right? So maybe you have like some worries about like the changes that are coming, something that you're leaving behind. There are 3 cups that are spilled, but there are still 2 cups standing, right? So maybe you're feeling a little bit burdened. Maybe you're feeling a little bit stressed, right? The person's head is kind of hanging down, but it should be fine. I'm not really getting anything negative. Like maybe you're just very, very stressed. Maybe you're a stressed person typically. There is water, so maybe you're also like a water sign. You have Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Could be a water sign. There's some spilt water. So maybe you had things that you wanted to really work out, but it's just not going the way that you planned. And sometimes too, Spirit has like a better plan for us when things don't work out. It's because there's something better, right? So we just have to be mindful of that not every loss is like a loss. It's a redirection. Okay, that's what I'm picking up. Yeah, so let's see. That's mainly what I got for that card. Yeah, things are not going as planned, but it's okay. I didn't even get to shuffle yet, and the card already fell out. We got the Sun card. So yeah, see, like it didn't go as planned. However, that's because there's something so much better, and you're going to be moving fast, okay? You're going to be moving super fast. You have your angels with you. They are always with you. I see that in this card, and you're going to be like, you're going to be so overwhelmed. It's going to heal your inner child. It's going to just feel so like joyous, you know? And you're going to move faster than ever. You know, there's some sunflowers in this card as well. Yeah, it's going to work out. So again, things don't always go as planned, but that's because there's always something better for us. Spirit is always guiding us into a better direction. All right, Spirit, what else do we have for pile 3, please? Please and thank you. You could wear a lot of red. I'm drawn to the red on this card. You could, maybe that's your favorite color, maybe a red or orange, you know. Maybe you've been wearing a lot of orange lately. Yeah. Or you're going somewhere hot. Because you might be going somewhere hot. And I'm laughing because after I said that, the childlike figure on the horse, if you know the Sun card in tarot, is completely naked. So you may be going hot, somewhere hot. Yeah, hot, going fast. Like it's just you gonna need a pack light. You gonna need a pack light where you're heading. All right. All right, Spirit, what else do we have for our pile 3, please? You could be seeing a lot of 10s. Okay, you might be seeing 10, 10, 10. You might be seeing fives. Okay. All right. And the Hermit. We got the Hermit card, but the Hermit is upside down. So you may be coming out of a period of loneliness. Okay, so you're going to get back out there. You're going to go out, have some fun. Yeah, and you're going to have a great time. All right, Spirit. Another card for our pile 3, please. Another card for our pile 3. Yeah, so if you've been feeling down and lonely lately, like, you can definitely see that you're coming out of that. Maybe you already have come out of that. And we got the next card, 8 of Wands. Okay, 8 of Wands. So maybe you're feeling kind of like things are just, it's not a perfect time. Okay, you might have delays. You might feel like missed opportunities, because the 8 of Wands I have is it is upside down. Okay, so you might be being stalled. Okay, you feel like you need to hurry up, but you're not really necessarily getting anywhere. And that's okay. That's okay. Because like I said, you may be feeling like things are not going according to your plan, but that's simply because Spirit has something so much better. Okay. So now we're going to move forward to my Oracle, my Shaman Healing Oracle deck, to see if there's any other messages, just to really get into the point of the message in pile 3. I almost slipped, so be careful. Whatever you're doing, don't slip up. Don't slip up. It's going to work out, okay? And like I said, you got the 10 of Pentacles. So things always come out much, much better. All right, Spirit, tap me in to pile 3. What other messages do we have for pile 3? All right, so we have past, present, and future. So this could be something that you're feeling that you just came out of, you know, maybe that you're heading into. This is your future. All of these informations are here. You have the number 4. Maybe you're seeing 444 a lot. Okay. And actually the card came out upside down, so I'm not sure what that means, why it's upside down. Let me look it up for you guys. I'm not going to pretend and act like I know when it's upside down. Maybe it shouldn't be upside down. All right, so when it says when it's upside down, these are old wounds and patterns that you haven't completely let go of, okay? There's some type of hidden aspect to your situation that you are not seeing, and you feel like you're being stalled. Okay, so you need to be careful. Go deep within, maybe do some meditation, perhaps do some healing work, so you can see what exactly are your blockages. Because once you release those blockages, you will get to your 10 of Pentacles, which is what everybody wants to do, right? Nobody wants to stay stagnant. Nobody wants to stay like in a repeated wounded cycle, right? The other day, I actually had a vision of somebody being on a roller coaster ride. I felt like I was on a roller coaster ride, and I was just going in circles, like at least 4 times. It's so crazy that this card came out, and now that Spirit led me to that vision that I had a few days ago. And when I finally came off of that roller coaster, I hopped on the train, and it took me to the next destination, the next point in my life. And then when I was in the other station, I ended up going to the next platform. I raised up to the next level that I needed to be on. And then I went back in and to it, not necessarily to like what I started with, but I went back in to say like, I went back to that project or that thing that I was working on, and I got to go to the front of the line because I never gave up, right? So maybe that's what you need to do. Look at what is the constant loop in your life. Come off of that loop, all right? Jump on a train. Raise the bar. Head to your next elevation, okay? And then when you get to that next elevation, then you can easily, head back into what you're working on, whatever project that you're feeling that you're being stalled on. And then you can keep going, keep thriving, because you will get to the 10 of Pentacles, okay? All right, Spirit, any other messages, please? For pile 3, messages for pile 3. All right, so here we have an inner journey. So the inner journey, this is actually 35 inner journey. And again, you have to do some healing work. You have to go within. See what is not working for you. Because like I said, you had the 5 of Cups and 3 of your cups are spilled out, and you're wondering what is not working with you, okay? So maybe you need to spend some time in meditation or write things down. I find that when you write things down, you can easily go back and look at what doesn't work out or what you had in your plans and what wasn't successful. And once you realize, okay, that part of the plan I didn't work, you won't find yourself in a repeated cycle because now you kind of mapped it out like a GPS, right? So one time I had this coach who said, you need to know what your starting point is so you can get where you're going. It's like a GPS. You put in your coordinations, right? So you write what you need to write it down, okay? Once you write it down and you know that this is where you want to be, it's like the GPS will get you to where your destination is. Go left, go right, cross the mountain, go around the mountain, things like that. All right. So do some inner journey, inner work. Life is a journey. It's a school for me. I come here to learn. I come here to teach. I was called to teach. And that's how just life goes for me, right? But it took a lot of work, inner work for me to get to this level so I can become the teacher. All right, Spirit, what's the next card? All right, so the next card we have is duality. Oh, wow, this is beautiful. So this basically piggybacks off of what I just said, okay? So we know like yin and yang, black and white, duality. You have to balance your light energy and your dark energy, okay? So, sometimes people feel like they're not supposed to have like this dark side to them, but that is exactly what you're supposed to do, because in order to appreciate the light, you need to go through the dark night, right? You got to go to the dark periods of your soul, because if you don't, how do you know when things are actually going to be working out for you? It's kind of like, you'd you'd be going crazy if you're not working things out using your darker energy as well as your light energy. Things are not always sunshine, lollipop, and rainbows. It's not always like that. So we do need to spend time like being upset sometimes. And that is our body's signal to tell us that, okay, this is not working out for me. And because it's not working out for me, what exactly needs to change? Right? But if we can't spend time in that dark period, we won't know what's not working out. We're just going to be living with rose-colored glasses on, okay? And without rose-colored glasses on, we're not going to see where the problem lies. So spend time balancing your energy and duality. If you're pissed off, be pissed off. If you're sad, be sad. You also need to be able to release these emotions. Those are very, very important aspects of yourself. You can't just keep it in. You can't just pretend like, oh, I don't like the way this goes, but you know what? That's life. No, you are now putting a Band-Aid, masking it. But if you really need to, like, if you have a broken leg, you can't put a Band-Aid on it. You really do need to spend time healing the leg, right? You got to sit down. You got to put your feet up. Things like that. All right, Spirit. What else do we have for our pile 3, please? Ooh. All right, retreat. Retreat. So, yes. Come out, child. Whatever the plan is, it's okay to let it go, okay? It's okay to find that time to sit with yourself, okay? Go take a spa day. Take a spa day. Take the time to just work on what you need to work on so that way you can be the best version for yourself as well as for others. It's so important to just be with yourself, right? So maybe the trip that you're planning to have is something that you need to do that takes a personal journey. Like it's something that not necessarily you are physically going somewhere, but maybe your soul is on this journey of finding itself, and you are being masked with all the bells and whistles that surround you that you can't necessarily find yourself, right? So sometimes we need to come out of those high traffic situations in our lives and high traffic relationships that we have, so that way we could recalibrate. We can go back within ourselves and find who we are. So Spirit says retreat. All right, do the inner work, find yourself, balance your light and your dark. All right, any other messages, Spirit, please? One more. All right, we also have forgiveness. Wow. And that flipped up so fast, I almost missed it. That flipped so fast. That's amazing. Forgiveness. So that's 23 on the card. This card, forgiveness, it did come up upside down again. And basically what it says is letting go. Let go to resistance, okay? There should be some, there might be, not there should be, but there might be something in your subconscious, like subconsciously, that you are in fear of, right? Or that you may need to forgive. Maybe you feel like you haven't been treating yourself with justice, like, haven't been really doing what's best for yourself because you're so busy catering to so much other people. And we have to be able to forgive ourselves. I went through that same period in my life where I prioritized everyone else before I prioritized my needs. In fact, I missed so much of things that I wanted to do, that I wanted to get through, because I allowed so much other people outside of me have the best version of me or get the upper hand, and I just let myself just take what I get, the crumbs, the leftovers, okay? So as much as you are forgiving others, you do need to be able to say, I forgive myself. It's okay, right? To say that I love myself and I'm not going to treat myself in that way anymore because I want better for myself. All right? So those are the messages that we have for pile 3. I hope this message was very clarifying that it's okay to love on ourselves, okay? So whatever you do, pile 3, just make sure that you are pouring love into yourself at the end of the day, because before we could pour our love into others, we have to make sure our cup is full of love before we can give that to other people. Thank you so much, pile 3. All right, family. Thank you for joining this pile selection first time. So again, be kind. Be kind. Don't be too like, be easy on your girl. Be easy on your girl. It was my first time, nervous. You know, as I continue to do more of these pile selections, I will get better at them. I'll get more comfortable with them. I really hope that the piles that you selected to, if you listened to all of them, they were beneficial to you. If you were just here to support, thank you so much. I hope I am providing that same support to you in return. If you want to see other topics in pile selections, please drop them in the chat. Drop them in the comment sections, okay? So your girl can channel, get those off to you, and we can have more fun with them. I want to do more fun readings with you guys, okay? So please go ahead, let your girl know. It's your girl Shea Don. Remember, mutual respect goes a long way. So please hit like, subscribe, and share with someone that you love.